Welcome to the deep dive. Today we're going to jump into James Clear's Atomic Habits. It's really a fascinating book that kind of flips the script on how we think about making changes.
It really does.
Our mission for you is to unpack how these tiny, tiny actions can, well, lead to huge results. Basically, a shortcut to real, lasting change.
Yeah, none of that quick fix stuff that never sticks.
Exactly. Forget the massive overhauls for a second. What if just getting, say, 1% better each day could make you like 37 times better by the end of the year?
Sounds kind of wild, right?
It totally sounds counterintuitive because we're sort of trained to think about, the big goals, right? These grand gestures, massive bursts of motivation.
Like the New Year's resolution effect.
Exactly. But what Clear argues, and what we're diving into here, is that this whole approach is maybe flawed.
Yeah.
The real power, the sustainable kind, it's in the small, repeatable stuff. The systems you build.
Systems, yeah. Not just goals.
It really forces you to ask what actually is progress and what drives it long term. So Clear uses this term atomic habits. Tiny, like an atom, but powerful, like, well, atomic power.
Fundamental building blocks.
Yeah, building blocks. And it's not about waiting around for motivation to strike, because let's be honest, that's unreliable.
Totally unreliable. Fleeting.
Or just chasing the big shiny object, the goal way off in the distance. He's saying the systems you create are what matter for consistency. It's subtle, but wow, what a shift in thinking.
It's everything.
Yeah.
It really is. And he makes it super practical with his 4 laws of behavior change. These aren't just suggestions, they're more like an engineering plan for building habits.
Okay, let's break those down. The first one is make it obvious. I found this really interesting. It's not just that we forget sometimes.
Right, it's about visibility.
Exactly. Make the cue for the good habit unavoidable. You want to drink more water? Okay, put a water bottle right there on your desk. Can't miss it. Want to floss? Put the floss right next to your toothbrush.
Design your environment so the good habit is just easier. It's the path of least resistance.
Simple but effective. Okay, law number 2.
Make it attractive. This one taps into our desire for things to feel good now. Instant gratification.
Ah, okay. So instead of fighting that,
you work with it. You bundle something you want to do with something you need to do. Or rather, bundle a new habit with something you already enjoy.
like, if I want to start exercising, maybe I only let myself listen to my favorite podcast while I'm on the treadmill.
Perfect example. You link the effort with an immediate reward you actually look forward to. Makes the whole thing more appealing.
Got it. Then the third law, make it easy. This feels like the one people resist sometimes. We like complexity.
We do. We think, go big or go home. But Clear says, no, reduce the friction, lower the barrier to entry until it's almost ridiculously easy.
Like absurdly easy.
Yeah. Want to exercise? Start with literally 1 push-up. Just 1. Want to read more? Read 1 page.
1 page seems doable.
Right. The point isn't the initial outcome. It's just showing up, establishing the routine, making it so easy to start that you can't talk yourself out of it.
That makes sense. Reduce the effort, increase the consistency.
Which leads perfectly into the 4th law. Make it satisfying. This closes the loop.
How so?
Well, our brains are wired to repeat actions that feel good. If there's some kind of immediate reward, even a small one, you're way more likely to do it again.
Okay, so like tracking habits, ticking a box on a calendar.
Exactly. That little check mark, seeing a streak build up,
Yeah.
that provides instant satisfaction. It reinforces the behavior right away, make the reward immediate and visible.
Obvious, attractive, easy, satisfying. Okay. But then Clear takes it a step further, doesn't he? This idea about identity.
Oh yeah, this is maybe the biggest piece, the identity shift.
Right. Instead of saying, I want to lose weight or I want to write a book,
Which are outcome-based goals.
he says focus on becoming the type of person who does those things. Become a healthy person. Become a writer. Why is
Yeah.
that distinction so powerful?
Because goals give you a target, sure, but identity. Identity drives your behavior day in, day out, almost automatically. Think about it. Lots of people have the same goal, right? Like running a marathon. But what separates those who succeed, often it's not just the goal itself.
It's the system and the belief.
It's the system, yeah, and who they believe they are. If you truly see yourself, identify as, say, a runner, then going for a run isn't this monumental effort you have to force. It's just what runners do.
Ah, okay. So the habits reinforce the identity.
And the identity makes the habits feel natural. It's a feedback loop. Your actions shape who you believe you are, and that belief shapes your future actions. It's much more sustainable than just chasing a goal.
Wow. Okay. So wrapping this up, what's the big takeaway for you listening? from this dive into atomic habits.
Yeah, what does it boil down to?
It's pretty clear, actually. Don't wait for some big bang of motivation. Don't only focus on the end goal way down the line. Real, lasting change. It comes from building good systems.
Solid systems.
Using those 4 laws. Make the good habits obvious, attractive, easy, and satisfying. And maybe most importantly, remember that who you become through these small, daily actions, that matters way more than what you just do once in a while.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Which kind of leaves you with a question, doesn't it? Thinking about the bigger picture, shifting that identity.
Yeah.
What small thing, what tiny, consistent action could you start doing, maybe even today, that wouldn't just get you closer to a goal, but would actually start to reshape how you see yourself? Start building that new identity, something to think about.